Hello there, Nebulous Scholar here. This time I've got Dragonstar Varnir. Now, I'll be honest, I don't know anything about this game. I just know it's Idea Factory and Compile Heart. But I don't recall seeing any sort of advertisement for this, like in any way. It sort of just came out, and then suddenly I had it. That's sort of just how things go with Idea Factory games and me. I really enjoy their games as... I don't want to say simple, but they're not AAA, that's for sure. Is this the first, like, straight-up JRPG I'm playing on my channel? Because I love JRPGs, but I don't think I've played one as of yet on here. Well, I can fix that now. But yeah, I have no idea what this is. I don't know what I'm going into. I assume there's going to be dragons. I feel like that's a safe bet. But yeah, let's get into this and find out. The only real thing I know is it's not a very long JRPG, which is odd, but that should be fine too. Difficulty level. Easy is enemy HP and stuff is lower. More money in EXP. This is normal. And that's difficult. We'll just keep it normal. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. Japanese language because I am mega weeb. I also just like the Japanese voices better. Plus I can understand them. Alright. I guess this empire is not an evil empire. No, it's just besieged by dragons. Okay, so witches hold dragons. Got it. Witch hunting. Oh. Okay, so the translation feels like it's like a couple lines off, but do they not enjoy having dragons? Yeah, this looks on par with regular Compile Heart stuff. Why is this so loud in my ears? Hang on, I'm gonna have to play with the audio a bit. Like, I did play with options earlier, but this is a lot. Okay, so you've got a Mega Sword, and then you've got this Dinky Sword. Also, that is a Compile Heart Dragon through and through. Throw me right in the middle of combat? Oh, now I can advance this if I want to. The rest was automatic. Alright, teach me combat. Never mind. Guess that's the end of it. You're not making it very far, Mr. Protagonist Man. Unless you're not the protagonist. Got it, you're all alone. Survive. Or not. You gave it pretty quick, now didn't you? God, this is so loud. What is with the volume balancing? I thought I set it properly. I don't want to hit any buttons to, like, hit start or anything. It's probably gonna skip. Hello, Heroine 1.
虫の息ってところね。少しの間、我慢してもらえると助かるわ。
Okay, I guess I'll live.
おいミネサ、なんで騎士団なんか助けるんだ？そいつは私たちを狩ろうとする側だぞ。
At least someone's going to
殺そ
ask.
う。
You two have very opposing features.
何も気まぐれで助けたわけじゃないわ。彼には私たちの役に立ってもらうつもりだから。ラポネットを連れ去ったのは鎮魂騎士団の仕業。その一員である彼なら騎士団本体の居所を知っているはずよ。
わかんないな。その程度の情報のために助けてやる必要ないだろう。
Because he's right here?
騎士団なんて一人残らず竜に食われてしまえばいい。それがこいつらにふさわしい末路ってもんだ。
よく考えてカリカロ。ラポネットの身に何かあってからでは取り返しがつかなくなるわ。彼の身柄を押さえておけば騎士団との交渉材料にだって使えるでしょ。
I mean, you didn't hear the part where I have no family and probably no friends, so they probably don't care.
最悪の事態を避けるためにも最大限手は尽くすべきよ。
What about the dragon?
こ
Is
れ
he
以
your
上
friend?
話してる余裕はなさそうね。
No, he's not.
さあ
Why is he not your
改め
friend?
て竜退治と行きましょう。
しょうがないな。よし、殺そう。
Okay. Battles in this game will be fought in mid-air, with the battlefield split between 3 levels, top, middle, and low. Interesting. That's different. So it's a 3-tier... Am I playing 3D chess? Or I guess it's just a 3D JRPG? Move between levels by pressing the L stick when selecting command. Selecting an action will move you to a level automatically so you can fight freely. I'll figure that out in the middle of battle. Physical skills can only be executed on enemies on the same level. They can inflict critical damage and even cause the enemy to faint. That is usually what happens when you attack people with attacks, yes? Also, physical skills will normally allow for 3 consecutive hits without depleting any SP. So you can do a 3-hit combo. Magic skill can attack enemies on different levels. This can be useful when enemies are spread across 3 levels. Yeah, magic is AoEs and stuff, that makes sense. Devour is a special skill in which you consume the enemy. We just voring dragons here? If successful, you gain the enemy's abilities via their dragon core, and a little HP and SP will recover. Or are we just Kirby? The character that executed the Devour skill will be the one to obtain the dragon core. Make sure to constantly devour new enemies. Okay, core mechanic. It's not just a special, like, do this to end the battle. It's do this to continue the battle. Lower enemy HP will grant higher chance of success. Also, if an enemy is defeated using the skill, it will always be successful. So a Devour skill is like a special attack, and it'll deal damage, and there's a chance to devour it. But if it's going to die, you will automatically devour it anyway. So you can use it as a finisher, or you can finish an enemy early with RNG. Neat. Additionally, if an enemy is attacked at its weak point, its fear level will increase, granting a higher chance of a successful devour. Okay, so scare it by hitting the weak point, and then eat it. Defeating a boss grants all characters a dragon core. Oh! Cool. Wait. Yes.
みんな油断しないで。
Demisgam.
私の番ね。
Okay. We're riding on... Well, I guess it's a staff. Hang on. Can I hit start? And, no, this is all camera stuff. I need sound settings. Because, holy balls. This is loud. Alright, I guess I'll just attack it. Yeah, attack. Takes no SP. Oh, this is definitely a Bioheart game.
行くぞ。
It is immediately apparent. Which is fine, because I like Compile Heart game. It's just... they have a very definitive style, especially Galapagos RPG. Between, like, Neptunia, Fairy Prince F, and all that, it's all... It all has the same feel. It's a good thing I like that feel.
頑張るわ。
What if I blast it? What do you have? Fire Sword. It wasn't really a sword.
私の番ね。
What's the devour chance? Oh, 100. Go.
さあ、先に進みましょう。
Win.
この力でみんなを救いたい。
Alright, 2 levels immediately.
強くなった気がするな。
Karekaro also leveled up.
さてと、
Here we go.
肝心のこいつだけど、このままだと死んでしまいそうだぞ。
There's the visual novel style. This art is real good though. Like, compile art always gets really good artists. And their character design is impeccable.
そうね。とりあえず治癒魔法をかけて。
Please.
効かない。もしかしてもう手遅れなの？
I mean, he got trounced by a dragon like 3 times before he showed up. Maybe very late.
おい、しっかりしろ。せっかく助けてやったんだ。くたばったりしたら承知しないからな。
Is that how that works?
だったらもう一度。
Oh, did you do it?
ダメ。呼吸がどんどん弱々しくなっていく。
CPR?
手の施しようがないの。
ち骨折り損のくたびれ儲けか。やっぱり私たちだけで何とかするしかないな。というわけで殺そう。
Why is that your solution to everything?
もう殺そうって少し短絡的すぎよ。
See? Minasa agrees.
そんなこと言っても実際問題どうにもならないだろう。
But isn't there?
こいつが魔女だったら竜の血を飲ませときゃいいんだが、私たちと同じようにはいかないし。
Did you just suggest a solution?
待って。それいけるんじゃない？
どういうことだ？
確かに人間は魔女のように竜の血から魔力を得ることはできないとされてるけど、
But what if we made him me?
でもそれって魔女ほど劇的な効き目がないだけなんじゃない？
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
だからこいつに竜の血を飲ませてみようってことか？
ほら、ちょうど目の前に息絶えたばかりの竜の死骸だってあるわけだし、
It is right there.
このままだと確実に彼は死ぬ。何もしないよりたとえわずかでも可能性にかけてみた方がいいと思う。
I feel like if that worked, people would be trying to eat more dragons.
まあそうかもな。
They just rip off its leg and then like
Ja.
squeeze it over his
早
face.
速容器に血を移してと。
Oh. That's an option. That is in fact an option. It's not what I meant when I said CPR, but
おい口移しで飲ませるなんて。
there are multiple sanitation flaws with this. Mouth-to-mouth blood is never something you want to do. But considering we're working with magic and dragon blood, I guess that doesn't apply? Drinking blood's generally just not good. But I don't know how that applies to magic blood, so I guess we'll roll with it. And I guess he's not conscious enough to enjoy the moment. Oh, are you reliving trauma now? I mean, his ribs were crushed, but I guess his lungs are fine to say this, even in his death throes?
なんだ？こいつ何言ってんだ？
Knight and Witch, Chapter 1. You have such a fancy outfit for a regular knight kid. Like, also you have that big stupid sword. What is that? Why is that not your main weapon?
そうだ。確か竜に追われて。俺はまだ生きているのか。
You don't look like a knight, you look like a prince. I'm very confused at your occupation.
驚いたわ。まさかここまで聞くなんて。
これは予想外だな。
君たちは
You can't tell by looking at them?
そのいでたち、色素の薄い髪、
There we go.
魔女か。
そうやって機敏に動けるところを見る限り、もう問題なさそうね。
だけど態度にはかなり問題があるぞ。よし、殺そう。
Listen, weren't you gonna ask him about stuff first? Can you stop with the murder already?
もうせっかく助けたのに台無しにする気？
Literally revived him. It's like, alright, time to die.
助けただと。そういえば傷が
Yeah, your ribs aren't in 1,000 pieces.
綺麗に塞がってる。ありえない。どういうことだ。まさかこれはお前たちが。
ええ、そうよ。
一応聞くが、俺がどこの所属かを知った上でやったのか。
ああ、そうだ。
一体何が目的だ。
Info.
私たちの大切な仲間があなたたち鎮魂騎士団に捕まってしまったの。このままだと法王朝に連行されて拷問にかけられてしまうわ。そうなる前に彼女を取り返したいの。
というわけで鎮魂騎士団の本体はどこにいるか白状しろ。
The translation is not direct enough for me to enjoy, but it is apt enough.
大体の居所なら想像できるが、騎士団を裏切るわけにはいかない。
I mean, you're pretty much transformed now, so I don't think they'll be on your side anymore.
悪いが、俺はタイからはぐれたんだ。他のみんながどこにいるかはわからない。
It's a really bad lie.
なんだ、そっか。よし、殺そう。
Karikaro, please.
早まらないでカリカロ。情報を引き出す以外の利用価値もあるから助けたわけでしょ。
You still got infos.
おっと、そうだった。じゃあお前、私たちと一緒に来い。嫌だと言ったら
You'll kill me.
わかった。言う通りにする。
やけに素直だな。
一命こそ取り留めたが、とても魔女二人を相手にはできないからな。
It's
こ
true.
こはお前たちに従っておく。
You would not.
賢明な判断ね。じゃあ行きましょうか。
Force the judgment opened. Alright, now I can explore and also pause. That's not the pause button. The pause button is going to be Y or triangle. Dragon Core now available. Summary is now available in the library. Cool. Hang on a sec while I mess with the sound settings again. Okay, I feel like I don't know how percentiles work, because this is the BGM turned down to 1%. It's not very loud anymore, but it is still up there. That's so weird. And like, normally there's like a BGM volume, and then there's a master volume that lets you like tweak it a bit more. There's no master volume on this one, so this is as low as the BGM is gonna get. Mind you, it was at like 20% before. I can't imagine what turning that to 100 would be. It would blow out my ears. Anyway, menu. I apparently only have access to Minesa and Karikaro. But... Aha, I can swing on the map.
ここから脱出するわ。
No, I can apparently just leave the dungeon.
Yeah.
That is my jump button. I knew it would be there. And that's menu again. So I have a Dragon Core. Dragon Core menu allows characters to learn new skills from the Dragon Cores obtained after devouring dragons in battle. Dragon Cores contain skills and bonuses, factor points. Obtained in battle are required to unlock these skills and bonuses. Is this the sphere grid? Is this just a sphere grid? Some factors will remain unavailable until adjacent ones become unlocked. It is the sphere grid. Or the Crystarium if you're more towards 13. Plan accordingly in order to unlock abilities you would like to learn. Each Dragon Core has different skills and bonuses. Devour various dragons and unlock the Dragon Cores in order to boost your character. So everyone has to devour their own cores to unlock their own sphere grids. Customize your characters by equipping available skills via skill set. There are 4 categories: physical, magic, devour, and passive. Each category holds a maximum of 5 skills. There are limits though, as skills have equipping costs which cannot be exceeded. Therefore, you have to think which skill category you would like your character to excel in. Well, I need to know what stats do then. So if I hit... okay, so she's got the Demiscant sphere grid. There's a physical attack. Hard hit. This one is defense increase, SP increase, attack increase. Dragon Bite is up there, which is Devour skill. Doesn't she already have that? Oh, no, this is where I'm starting, that's why. Yeah, that's what I have. Magic attack increase, speed increase, magic defense. So I guess Demiscant is more physical, because his one move is a physical attack. Devours the enemy HP, SP recover level successful. Yeah. I don't know what type of damage a Devour skill does. Is it just Devour damage? Is that different from physical and magical? Skill set. Got... oh, wait, I skipped to a different person entirely. Aqua Sword and Magic Healing. Does that mean you're just standard mage? I mean, you're all witches. Would you all be standard mages? Or, like, is there gonna be a physical mage in here somewhere? But you have a magic spell, well, you have an attack spell, a heal spell, and no physical skills, just regular attacks. But you have Fire Sword and you have Demon Piercer, so you're probably tending more physical, is that it? Well, I don't really have anything to... oh, I can just use Demiscant with anybody. Interesting. Oh, I'd have to give it to them, that's what it is. You devour it, and then you have to give them the sphere. Alright, let's go figure this out. Not that button. This button. Nope, this button. There we go. And this is probably... yep. There's an event. There's also... oh, nope. The event is a wide gate.
Ora, motto hayaku aruke. Guzu guzu suru no.
I mean, he is technically recovering from a dragon slaughtering him. You don't gotta tackle him. Or whatever he did.
助けてもらったとはいえ気は許せない。この魔女たちは騎士団に害を及ぼすことを企んでいるのだから。
I mean, they said they're out to find their friend.
なんとか隙を見て逃げる算段を立てないと。
Good luck.
それにしてもここはどこら辺なんだろうか。
Oops, I skipped it.
おいお前、さては逃げようとしているだろう。
Caught. She read you like a book.
何を言い出すんだ。
お前の企んでることぐらいお見通しだ。さっきからキョロキョロあたりを伺いやがって。
You're not very good at this.
逃げるなとは言わないが、逃げたら殺す。逃げてもいいぞ。死んでもいいなら。
おとなしく従うしかないか。まずはこいつらを油断させないと。
Good luck with that.
妙な真似をするつもりはない。安心しろ。
私たちを丸め込もったってそうはいかないからな。
ところであなた、名前は？
Yeah, that'd be nice to know. Do I get to write it? Because I'm not going to change it.
ゼフィーだ。
Oh no, he has a name.
お前たちの名も教えてくれないか。
ミネッサよ。
おい、何をホイホイ教えてるんだ。不用心にも程があるだろう。
Why though?
大丈夫よ、カリカロ。名前を知られたからといって困るようなことなんてないでしょ。
おいお前、私はカリカロって言うんだ。よーく覚えとけ。
Understood. So one thing I've noticed with this sprite work here, they have functioning mouths. I don't remember how often that happens in the other Compile Heart games, but they have functioning mouths when they speak. It's one of those little things that
ミネッサとカリカロだな。
it's a lot of like small effort put in because I feel like that's just totally unnecessary, but I like it, especially in a visual
言
novel
っておくけ
style.
ど、慣れ合う意志はないわ。
This.
あなたたち鎮魂騎士団は私たち魔女を狩る旧敵なのだから。
So we're on the same page.
くっそ、言わせておけばそんなの俺のセリフだ。竜も魔女もどちらも滅ぼし尽くしてやりたいのに誰が慣れ合うか。
I mean, you're stuck. You gotta deal with it.
ミネッサの言う通りだ。必要がない限り口を閉じておくんだな。
分かった。心がけ。
Oh. That doesn't sound good. You alright, bud?
ちょっとどうしたの？
That dragon blood wreaking havoc on your insides?
なんだこれは。体が熱い。
I guess this is why we don't eat dragons and drink dragon blood.
言ってるそばから騒ぎ始めたか。よし、殺そう。
Karikaro, please.
待って、様子が変よ。
Oops. Anyway. Yeah, there's a problem. We get that. He's still screaming.
なんだったんだ今のは。
That's what I want to know. Also, is this game fully voiced? Because that'd be really neat. I wasn't expecting it, but... And maybe there'll be points where they're
おい、
not.
あれは。
We can get a CG?
くそ、服が乱れて。なんだ、別に暴れて逃げようとしたわけじゃ。
Well, we don't have a sprite for that, apparently.
そうじゃないわ。その胸のあざ。
あざ？何を言って。あ、なんだこれは。
Can we get a CG to see what we're seeing?
まるで
No, apparently not.
魔女のあざのようね。
確かによく似ているな。
何を言う。魔女のあざなわけないだろう。
私たちの体にあるものと同じように見えるけれど。
ただの人間。それも男にこのあざができるなんて今まで聞いたこともないが。
The birth
突然変異ってやつか？
of the ManWitch.
だから違うと言っている。もともとは薄いかさぶただったはずだ。断じてこんなくっきりとしたあざなんかじゃ。
Oh, you were born with that? Interesting.
もしかして竜の血を飲んだことと関係があるのかしら。
He evolved.
なんだって今なんと言った。
瀕死のあなたには治癒魔法が効かなかったのよ。だから
So it gave you dragon blood.
試しに竜の血を飲ませてみたってわけだ。魔女はそれで回復できるから一か八かでな。
Apparently heals you because you a witch.
そんなバカな。なんてことをしてくれたんだ。
おい、あまり怒鳴り散らすなよ。そうでもしなかったらお前今頃死んでたんだぞ。
I mean, I feel like he'd prefer to be dead at this point, but we'll see.
しかし忌まわしき竜の血を飲むなんて冗談じゃない。突然変異なんてあるわけないだろう。ましてやこの俺が魔女になるなんて。
I mean, I think it's happened, dude.
悪夢だと言うなら早く覚めてくれ。
You awake.
ああ、言いたい放題言ってくれるじゃないか。
落ち着いて。私たちだって信じられないのよ。魔女の長い歴史の中でも突然変異なんて聞いたことがないわ。今の時点ではっきりしているのはあなたの体に魔女のあざのようなものが現れたということだけ。
Was your mom a witch?
本当に魔女になってしまったのなら魔力に目覚めているはずよ。
魔力。
I mean, that sounds really cool to me. I don't know about you.
なるほど。確かにその通りだな。あざがあっても魔力がないんならそんなのは魔女とは呼べない。
魔力の有無を簡単に調べられる方法があるから試してみてはどうかしら。
Let's test it.
正直真実を確かめるのは
I would super want to know, but that's just me.
大丈夫だ。騎士団の俺が魔女になんかなるはずがない。竜の血を飲んだから魔女になるなんてただの憶測に過ぎないんだからな。
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's happening. You'll have to come to terms with it sooner or later. And it's gonna be sooner.
どうかしら。そろそろ答えを聞かせてちょうだい。
よし、わかった。その方法を教えてほしい。 それで魔力の有無を確かめる方法というのは？
That was a weird cut. Why did it cut like that?
あなたが空を飛べるかどうかで判断できるわ。
That's easy? Why is that easy?
は？
実演してみせた方がずっと早いわね。カリカロ、一緒にお手本を見せましょう。
Is magically flying just like the same as walking for you?
いや、ちょっと待ってくれ。私たち二人が飛んだら、その隙にこいつが逃げるかもしれないぞ。
Fair.
そうね。じゃあ、私が飛んでいる間、彼を見張っていてちょうだい。
Alright. He'd have to be able to fly because all the battles take place in 3 levels.
ああ、わかった。
ミネッサが杖を構えた。攻撃されるわけじゃないと分かっていても油断はできないな。
She's just gonna fly. How are you gonna fly? You gonna fly with a sword?
じゃあ、よく見ててね。こうやって、杖に魔力を込めて。
Ooh, that has its own sprite.
浮いた。
Yes, that is what they do.
どうだ、魔女にとってはこれぐらい朝飯前だぞ。
さあ、次はあなたの番よ。
そう言われても杖もないのに。
You get that big old stupid sword.
いいからやってみて。見よう見まねでできるかどうかで魔力の有無が見分けられるから。
そうか、そういうことなら
There we
俺
go.
は剣を使おう。
You gonna surf on it?
確かこんな感じで念を込めて。
How are you gonna use this sword?
うわっ、剣が浮遊し始めたぞ。
So it's confirmed.
もう、
おお、
そんな、まさか。
There is a way, because it's happening.
何してんだ、早く乗ってみろ。
ああ、よっ。
I have to know how. Yes, you are surfing on it. That's why it's a big stupid sword. Alright, I'm good with
飛ん
this.
でいる。俺、空を飛んでいるぞ。
I mean, you're having fun with it all of a sudden.
そんな無様な飛び方で何をいい気になっているのやら。
I mean, yes?
仕方ないだろう。空を飛ぶなんて初めてなんだ。
だったらよーく見とけ。飛ぶってのはな、こういうことを言うんだ。
地面スレスレの低空飛行、そんなこともできるのか。
Oh, well, you're impressed by their skill. That's
そ
something.
りゃ、伊達に19年も魔女をやってない。どうだ、恐れ入ったか。
もう、そんなできて当たり前のことで威張るんじゃないの。
Called out.
これが当たり前なのか。正直均衡を保つのがやっとなんだが。
だらしないな。
He picked this up like 2 minutes ago.
くそ。
ほらほら、どうしたどうした。悔しかったら私たちみたいに鮮やかに飛んでみせろってんだ。
Also, didn't he rip apart his clothes?
いや、俺は。
ダメよ、カリカロ。その辺にしておいて。今そんなに飛んだら、いざという時に魔力が足りなくなってしまうわ。
ああ、それもそうか。おいお前、今日のところはこれで勘弁してやる。
Oh, you were ready to have fun too, though.
ああ。本当なら飛べたら困るっていうのに、不思議と気分がいい。
Well, I'm glad you turned around on it.
もし俺が魔女の力に目覚めてしまったのだとしても、空中で戦うことができるんだ。
So, here,
使い方によっては騎士団の助けになるかもしれない。
here's the fun part about witch hunts. You're either one of them or you're not. Chances are they're gonna be like, oh, you're a witch now. Guess we gotta hunt you too. They do not want you back at this point.
さて、目的は果たせたわけだし、そろそろ終わりにしましょう。何はともあれ、これではっきりしたようね。
Yep.
あなたに魔力があるという事実が。 あざと魔力。その2つを備えたあなたは魔女と言わざるを得ないわ。
I mean, that's even funnier in Japanese because Majo is literally magic woman. And, I don't know how he identifies, but I don't think it is a woman.
まさか本当にこんな奇妙なことが起こるとはな。
あなた自身魔力が自分に備わっていることをさっき実感したはずでしょ。
We all saw it.
あ
どれだけ認めたくなくてもこれが現実なの。
あ、分かってはいたが、はっきりと言われると結構答えるな。
Yeah, I'm sure. Your whole world got turned inside out and upside down at the same time.
魔女を倒すためにこの力を使うとしても、騎士団の奴らにどう思われるか。
They would smite you. Oh, I guess it's battle time, huh? We got scripted combat coming up.
しまった。こんな間近まで竜の接近を許してしまうなんて。
So, is every enemy technically a dragon? Is this how, like, in Monster Hunter, there's, like, a bunch of enemies that are just classified as wyverns? There's winged wyverns, horned wyverns, but they're all technically wyverns?
逃げ回っている暇はないわ。撃退しましょう。
Is everything here gonna be a dragon? Is it gonna be, like, a tiger dragon?
まあ仕方ないな。おい、お前も手伝え。
I guess everything also has styles to fly as well.
ほら、ぼさっとするな。もう体力は回復してるはずだろ。
ショックを受けてるところ申し訳ないけど、自分の身は自分で守っていいわね。
ああ、
Alright, Zephy. Time to do your thing.
ダメだ。まだ上の空で嫌がる。しっかりしろよ。頼むから。
おしゃべりはそこまでにしましょう。来るわよ。
Alright. An enemy's fear level increases when they receive damage. It increases greatly when using trap magic, attacking their weak point, or inflicting a critical hit. Increasing their fear level makes them easier to devour, and when their fear level is at max, weak point rush attack will occur. Is that an all-out attack? During weak point rush, it is an all-out attack! After battle... During weak point rush, after the battle member attacks, the character taking the final action will also devour the enemy. Oh! If the enemy's HP reaches 0 during a weak point rush, an overkill will occur, which guarantees the success of the Devour skill.
気合を入れるぞ。
Alright, let's see.
覚悟しなさい。
I mean... Just blast it? I didn't need to AoE it, just regular attacks. Ah, I see.
いや、
Just smack it a lot. Alright, combo.
これで。
やってやる。
So I like how she gets a second staff to smack it around with. What do you have?
ほっよっ。
Probably a spear? Oh yeah, that's right, you got a spear or is that a non-spear?
フィニッシュ。
覚悟しろ。
Alright, time to surf into battle. Look at him styling with his surf
覚
sword.
悟しなさい。
What's the devour chance right now? 72. How do we attack weak points? Toggle command, item guard, switch. No, I don't have any to switch with. Do I hit with water?
甘く見ない。
That was weak point. There we go.
終わりよ。倒した。これで一歩前進ね。
He got eaten. Another Demis Gaunt core though.
不思議な感覚だ。
Ah, and he leveled up. Now he's on par with everyone
ざっ
else.
とこんなもんだな。もう分かったと思うが、魔女は結界を張って空中で竜と戦うんだ。
Oh, is that what it is?
竜は宙に浮いてるだけじゃなく、空中をまるで地面みたいにかけてくるやつや、水の中みたいに泳いでくるやつもいる。
There are gonna be random things that are just classified as dragons, but they're gonna run on the air or swim in the air. Oh, it's that kind of stupid stuff. That's the kind of stuff I love, though.
死にたくなかったら油断しないことだな。
どうかしら。
Oops.
俺一人ではまともに太刀打ちできなかった竜をあんなにあっさり返り討ちに。
Well, it helps when you can fly.
ええ、そうね。それを可能にするのが魔女の力よ。
魔女を狩る鎮魂騎士団の俺が魔女。
Yep.
ま、もうお前がどれだけ魔女を狩ったところで騎士団のお仲間は絶対に受け入れちゃくれないだろうけどな。
See, I told you. Karikaro thinks so too. They would absolutely strike you down on sight once they knew.
カリカロ、それぐらいにしておいて。今はきっと現実を受け止めるだけで精一杯だろうから。
He still needs to process.
じゃあさっさと移動しよう。鎮魂騎士団の本体を探すぞ。
Treasure chests and harvest points will be seen when exploring dungeons. Enemies are also looking around every corner. Be careful. Items can be attained from treasure chests and harvest points upon investigation. Harvest points also reset when leaving the dungeon. That's the same as Neptunia. Characters can swing their weapon with A, I figured that out. They can destroy special objects and execute symbol attacks on enemies. Oh, you're calling it a symbol attack here too? Just call it a preemptive attack or something. Ooh, by pressing X, special magic can be used by the character being controlled. Utilize each character's special magic to overcome obstacles or activate special effects. Additionally, you can fly pressing the right bumper. You'll move faster than normal, but once the gauge depletes, you'll have to let the gauge recover. So that's just sprinting. Alright, what's my magic then? I don't got one. Gather point.
役に立ちそうだ。
Judgment Dragon Claw. Bring it. Oh, right. His surfboard sword's that one. He has this sword to attack
くらえ。そこだ。
Alright. Oh, now he's leading. That's right. He's leading now because he's playable. Before it was Minessa. I can probably switch her back to lead if I wanted, but... Oh, good. Let's go 2 feet and hit another event. For what?
どうしたミネッサ。
声を落として。
Oh, are we gonna fight knights?
誰かは来るわ。
Because that'd be real bad. Wait, they can't How would we fight them in this battle system?
軍歌に響
Maybe we
き
don't.
甲冑が立てる金属音。さては鎮魂騎士団の別動隊か。
このままだと見つかってしまうわ。隠れましょう。
Zephy, don't pull. It's okay, they're with me. Because they're not with you anymore.
わかった。
声を上げて助けを求めるか。いや、少し様子を見るべきだろうか。
何してんだ。お前も来い。
Yeah, there we go.
精神録2章3節を復唱せよ。
Okay, I was about to say, alright, bring on the faceless mobs, and right there. I guess that's just the knight's outfit. It's like really fancy. Well, no, even Zephy's is like fancier than that.
魔女はこの星の未来と罪なき者を滅ぼす者なり。
Okay.
魔女を捕らえた際の心得は懺悔させ死をもって償わせよ。
I didn't realize we were in Salem.
さっきの一節、俺も一体どれだけ復唱させられたことだろう。
Yeah, now how does it feel to be the subject of it?
あいつとも熱く志を語り合ったものだ。
I mean, he didn't even say Gran, he said with that guy. Guess we'll learn about Gran. Gran has a face.
今日も団長に散々しごかれた。手足がガクガクいってるぞ。
Gran's got the generic outfit. He doesn't get anything fancy like you do. Man, even like your buttons are different.
うちの団長は本当に容赦ないからな。今日はぬるめの湯にしろよ。ゆっくり使ってよく疲れを落としておいた方がいい。
ああ、そうだな。
I guess. I mean, I feel like you should really relax on some. Even your belt buckle is fancier. What is that? What's with your uniform?
なあ、ゼフィ。つかぬことを聞いてもいいか。
I'm not even getting to the fancier sword either.
なんだ、改まって。お互い遠慮するような仲じゃないだろう。
では聞くが、お前は何のために鎮魂騎士たることを目指したんだ。
Ah. character development.
そうだな。俺は俺の幸せを壊した竜が憎い。ひいては竜を生み出す魔女が憎い。
Alright. I wonder how many of them are like that. Yeah, no, dragons and witches killed my family, so I became a knight.
だから俺は剣を取り、あいつらを根絶やしにするために騎士団の門を叩いた。それだけのことだ。
なるほどな。自分の場合、代々精神バルニールへの信仰が強い家に育ったためだったりする。
Okay, so if Varnir is the holy god, what does Dragonstar Varnir entail?
お前のように熱く燃えたぎるもののない自分は少し引け目を感じてしまうな。
おいおい、何を言ってるんだ。お前が立派な騎士になれば家族はきっと喜んでくれるはずだろう。
I see. So Gran was a church boy. And it's like, alright, go join the knights. They're holy peoples. They make holes in people.
俺よりよほどまっとうな道を歩んでいるんだ。卑下なんかする必要ないじゃないか。
ゼフィー、そうだな。どんな理由であろうとも俺たちは神敵である魔女を撃つだけだ。
Guessing Gran is no longer of this world.
俺は魔女を撃つために騎士になった。なのにその俺自身が魔女に。
I mean, it's not like you did it by choice, but it is what you have to deal with now.
運命は何という皮肉を俺の目の前に突きつけるのだろう。
懺悔させ、死をもって償わせよか。まったく一方的な言い草だな。私たちは竜以外を進んで襲ったりしないってのに。
Okay, we're gonna have to get some explanations about that, because it seems there's a huge misunderstanding.
気持ちはわかるけど腹を立てるだけ無駄よ。
まあそうなんだけどさ、あの中のどれぐらいのやつがちゃんと自分の頭で物事を考えて判断してるのやら。
Let's see, with benefit of the doubt, probably about 5%.
さて、もうそろそろ私たちも移動しましょう。
あ、わかった。
この二人は俺を脅しつつも傷つけようとはしなかった。
It's true, they even saved your life.
魔女は絶対悪ではないということか。
Look at you learning the truth of the world.
おい、何をボサッと突っ立ってる。ほら、キリキリ歩け。
I'll say, you about to kick him?
ああ、いや、そんなはずはない。現に魔女を捕らえようとした同僚は危うく殺されそうになったこともあ
Oh,
る。
he was almost killed. So Gran is fine in the grand scheme of things.
今ならまだ別動隊もそう遠くへは行ってない。大声を上げれば仲間に気づいてもらえる。
Like, if Gran died, you'd have
どうして俺はためらっているんだ。
way more of a reason to be like, nah, I can't trust him. But it's like, he almost died, then it's like, okay. Then he's still fine. Fine enough.
どうしたの？随分と静かだけど。もしかしてさっきの戦闘で負傷でもした？
いや、大丈夫だ。
Fine isn't the word I'd use, but yeah.
そう、ならいいわ。ラポネットを取り戻すまで死んでもらったら困るもの。
二人にどんな思惑があろうと命を助けてもらったのは事実だ。
To be fair, I don't think they know what they plan to do with you. They sort of just need you to get their friend back, and then we don't know what happens after that.
今すぐ突き出すことはない。もう少し行動を共にして魔女の善悪を見極めてからにしよう。
I mean, you know what they could do, and they didn't nuke that entire platoon of, like, knights, so... Each character's special magic attack can be activated by using X. Toggle a special magic attack available for use by switching your character with the left bumper. Ah! If the character is unable to battle, or if there's insufficient SP, special magic cannot be used. Okay. Zephy's ability allows him to destroy passages blocked by a magical barrier. That's really specific.
役に立ちそうだ。
Hell Mushroom. Okay. So this is a barrier that only Zephy can break.
私に任せて。
私に任せ
okay.
行くぞ。
Barrier destruction.
私に任せて。
Witch's secret passage. Does that mean I can just leave?
ここから脱出する
Yeah,
わ。
she has an escape rope. That's her ability.
私に任せろ。
Wild instincts. What does that do?
見えないものを見る。
Ah, has hidden item search. She literally said, the things that can't be seen, I can see them.
行くぞ。
And then Zephy will just...
消えろ。食らえ。
Nope, missed it.
どうだ。役に立ちそうだ。
Dragon scale. That dragon is minuscule. That is not terrifying.
はっ。
Hoya!
やってやる。
Forest
Yika.
dragon and dragonfly. Now, is a dragonfly...
はっ。
That's really dumb looking.
ふっ。はっ。
Wait, which one's weak to what? Oh, this one's weak to physical.
た。よっ。
Yeah, it is.
どうだ。
覚悟しなさい。
What about the dragonfly? You missed. There we go.
これで。
行くぞ。
Alright, can I devour one of those? 65, 41. So, physical should be fine against...
Hop!
Wait,
Yup!
you have different
Yup!
physicals? Oh, Pierce is different from Slash. And then whatever Minessa does. I guess she does, like, bash damage?
次はドイツだ。
I didn't eat it though. 65%? What if we gave it a shot? Hey, we got it. Got the Force Dragon. We didn't get a Dragonfly.
解消だ。
不思議な感覚だ。
Alright, everyone should go up
私は
before
もっ
now,
と
yeah?
強くなれる。
最強に近づいた。
Okay. I wonder
なかなかだな。
when combat will open up to be something crazier, or if it's gonna stay this sort of way the whole
食らえ。
time. Alright, next event, 2 feet away. Did I miss anything back there?
さっきの別動隊は本体と合流するの？
さあ、そのあたりは何も聞いていない。
Okay.
おい、とぼけない方がいいぞ。
I'm pretty sure he
何
actually
か知ってるんだったら
doesn't know.
洗いざらい吐け。
だから本当に何も知らないんだ。疑うんだったら実際に追いかけてみればいいと思うが。
その手には乗らないぞ。隙を見てあいつらに助けを求める気だろう。
I mean... Yes? I mean, no.
あかりからちょっと静かにして。
なんだ、どうした？
森のざわめきの中に人の声みたいなものが混じり始めたわ。
今日も竜をぶっ倒して荒稼ぎと行くか。
Mercenaries?
やけに近くないか？
Doesn't sound
ってい
like
うか、
knights.
ひょっとするとすぐそこに。
あおやおや、珍しいところで珍しい顔にあったな。
Hello.
身を隠すには少し遅かったみたいね。
A little late, yeah.
お前たちはエビル・レイブン。
What was that? Was that evil raven I heard? Ebiru Raven?
魔女が2人に鎮魂騎士団の若いのが1人か。さては兄ちゃん、魔女たちにやっつけられて捕虜になっちまったんだな。
やれやれ、王朝直属の鎮魂騎士様は上っ面こそはご立派でも中身は点で大したことねえな。
I mean, witches should be pretty powerful, right? And if it's one guy, I doubt you can expect him to hold his own. Also, they're both really cute, so I don't know why you'd fight back. I mean, what?
どれ、一丁魔女たちをぶっ殺して哀れな騎士様を救い出してやろうじゃねえか。
Is it really misery, though? Have you looked at them?
まあもっともこれ以上生き恥はさらせないだろうし、その後で兄ちゃんもぶっ殺して差し上げないとな。
Yep. Bandits be bandits. So how do we fight them on the ground?
調子に乗りやがって。やってみろよ。やれるもんならな。
おうとも、お前ら出てこい。
Or are you gonna unleash dragons on us? Tamed dragons.
人が 空を飛んでる。
What?
どういうことなの？
Oh,
少しだけど竜の魔力も感じるわ。
what is this?
ああ、それはあいつらの腰についてる道具のせいだ。ちっ、相変わらず変なもので飛び上がって。
They got jetpacks? They fly now?
倒した竜を解体して持ち帰っては妙なものを作ってると思ったが、まさか
Oh.
竜の魔力を利用していたとは。
They're making dragon gear. They are monster hunters.
妙なものじゃなくて飛翔の魔導機ってんだよ。この状況でおしゃべりしてる余裕があるとは随分と舐めてくれるじゃねえか。
Okay,
ああ
so your R&D department needs someone who's better at making names, because that is too bland for what you are doing.
細かい考察は後にしましょう。
Oops.
ミネッサに借りかろう。俺も手を貸すぞ。
おいおい兄ちゃん、剣を向ける相手が違うんじゃないのかよ。
No, but see, I'm cooler because I can surf on my big sword.
竜や魔女から一緒に民を守ってんだ。仲間みたいなもんだろ俺たち。
You're really not,
ね
though.
法王朝に忠誠を誓わず万行の限りを尽くすお前たちと仲間になった覚えはない。
おっと、これは失礼。騎士様は誇り高くていらっしゃる。
まあどのみち兄ちゃんもぶっ殺すわけ
You
だし
plan on doing
な。
that anyway.
だったらまとめての方が手間が省けるってもんか。
来るわよ。
Oops, skipped it
気を
again.
つけて。
It's fine.
みんな構えろ。
Oh, alright, so that's how this works. Oh, do they have like dragon clubs too? That explains how they're gonna take care of enemies not flying. They're just gonna make them fly anyway. Actually, can I AoE you? Yes, I can.
やってやる。
Can I AoE you again? Oh, this one's only got diagonals. Doesn't have both diagonals. Disappointing. Ouch. Ouch.
出番だな。
Ooh, I do have magic. Alright, well, I can only do this, so. They are actually called the Evil Ravens. Why would you name yourself the Evil Ravens? Also,
子供を感じる。
can I devour you? Is that a thing? No, 0%. They cannot be devoured. So that's how you deal with non-devourable enemies. Hang on. Minasa, you need to heal up. Real good. There we go. Stop it.
行くぞ。
Just blast him again.
よし、やった。感じる。
Ooh.
私の中の竜。
Hello.
逃げるわけにはいかないの。あなたは今から終わる。
Ooh. My little chuny heart just stopped. Ooh. I don't have a moves though. That is that a dragon install?
出番だな。
Pun fully intended, but is that a dragon install?
次だ。なんとかなったな。
No, hold on. Go back.
不思議な。
Minasa has some
感
explaining
覚
to
だ。
do.
なんだか力が湧いてくるわ。
She even went out of the way to prove that she has jiggle physics.
強くなった気がするな。
So let's get explaining.
やりやがったな。
I didn't trigger that. That just happened.
口ほどにもない。
Also, they didn't die. They
いいか
just retreated.
二人とも気をつけろ。新手が来るぞ。
Oh, they.
お
Ooh,
ー
hello.
お前らそのざまはなんだ。それでも栄えあるエビル・レイブンの一員なのかよ。
I mean, I know I was kidding with the dragon install thing, but Leo Whitefang just showed up. And apparently he's got... I'm forgetting the name of it from High School DD. What is it that Issei uses? Why am I forgetting? What's his gauntlet called? I can't remember. I hate it. I hate my brain.
面目次第もありやす。
デュランドル。
Okay, well, his name is just Durandal.
おお、てめえ鎮魂騎士か。どういう理由で魔女とつるんでる？
Collecting them?
お前にいちいち俺の事情を教える筋合いなどない。
Okay, we can say that too.
どうせ下っ端のくせに一発に口答えしやがって。
But did you see me surf for my sword?
貴様ら、よくも仲間たちよ。デュランドルさん、焼きを入れてやりましょう。
ああ、じゃあいいが、
じゃあいいが
何熱くなってんだ。俺たちは今から大物を狩りに行くんだろうがよ。
I mean,
雑魚どもにかまけてる暇があるかってんだ。
how many witches in the world are there? Because there's 2 right here. 3, but they don't know about that.
ですけど。
ほら野郎ども、さっさと行くぞ。ついてこれない奴は置いてくぜ。
ちょっと待って。どこへ行くつもりなの？まさか騎士団に告げ口する気？
No, they are not on good terms at all. There's no way he'd tell.
おいおい、見損なってもらっちゃ困るぜ。そういう陰湿なのは大嫌いなんだよ。俺らはただてめえらの元お仲間を狩りに行くだけさ。
Former?
ま、悪く思うな。
待ってください、デュランドルさん。貴様ら、覚えてやがれ。
You just got a dinky knife. What are you gonna do? You also lost an
行ってしま
eye.
ったわ。
Can't be that good.
おい、お前なんなんだあの指揮官は。
あいつの名はデュランドル。エビル・レイブンきっての猛将だ。
Literally called the evil ravens.
1万頭以上もの竜を殺したと豪語していて、栄えある万竜殺の2つ名で知られている。
Okay, that's impressive.
1万頭以上。
ああ、竜を殺すことしか頭になく、他のことはどうでもいいと考えている。
But he's not exactly a noble guy.
竜を殺して解体し、戦いのための魔導機とやらを作り、そしてまた竜を殺戮する。それがあいつらエビル・レイブンのやり口だ。
I mean, it sounds effective. So, you know.
去ってくれて助かった。さすがにデュランダルが相手となると勝てる気がしないからな。
We super would not have. That would have been an impossible boss fight.
私たちの元お仲間。嫌な言い方ね。
ムカつく野郎だ。竜に食われて死ねばいいのに。
I don't think he will. He's kind of good at avoiding that.
竜は魔女の体内で育ち、やがて腹を食い破って誕生する。魔女の中には竜に殺されたのだという考えの者もいるらしいが。
Oh, is that how it is? Oh. Oh, it's not a good thing. Witches sort of just harbor the dragon and they're forced to deal with it. That's what that meant. Oh. That's an awful existence.
テュランドルは形が変わっただけで魔女は竜そのものだと言いたいんだろうな。
I see. That's why dragons and witches don't get along, but people don't get along with witches at the same time.
鎮魂騎士団だけでなく彼らまでいるなんて、ますますあの子が心配だわ。早く騎士団の本体を探さないと。
Yeah, let's go save another party member.
ああ、俺たちも移動しよう。
こら、お前が仕切るなってんだ。
When you let him break the barrier, he became the leader. He needed to be to use his power.
デュランドルさん、本当に良かったんですか？
I don't know. Is it? Is it fine?
ああ、何の話だ？
仲間たちをいたぶりやがったあいつらを野放しにしていいのかって言ってるんです。
いつまでそんなことを言ってやがる。てめえの喧嘩はてめえでケツを拭くのが男ってもんだろうが。
Those guys were scrubs. They lost because they suck. Move on.
世の中は弱肉強食。弱いってのはそれ自体がもう罪なんだ。
Well, there's his philosophy.
だから俺は最強を目指し、今の地位にありついてるんだぜ。捨てられて泣きわめいてた孤児の俺がよ。
Well, at least you own up to it.
いやそのでもですよデュランドルさん。
オラオラかっ飛ばしていくぞ
Gonna fight another dragon.
あ待ってくださいデュランドルさん。
I mean, he's really cool, but he's also, like, not a good person. Alright, if you attack an enemy in dungeon using a symbol attack will be performed, and the battle will start with the enemy already having received damage. Yep. If you're able to execute a symbol attack from behind an enemy, you will have the first strike in battle. Conversely, if the enemy encounters you from behind, they will have the upper hand and gain the first strike at the start of battle. If the enemy is much stronger than your party, you will automatically gain the first strike. Oh, they will automatically gain the first strike. If your party is stronger, your first strike will be yours. Okay, okay. So, in case of a tie, whoever's better gets first strike. Alright, there's another dragonfly.